Prior to 2016 general elections, extensive consultations were carried out on the 5 critical issues of women's health, women's land property rights, women and education, women's economic empowerment and women's politics and decision-making in order to guide elected leaders and the political opposition on how to advance the rights and the welfare of women. According to Ritah, the Executive Director of Women's Democracy Network, there are key issues that continue to affect young girls and women, which are yet to be tackled by any of the political leaders.
In the NRM manifesto, one of their recommendations on education was the issue of pads. If you're saying you're going to fund pads for girls, how much does this cost? So I think the costing for each of those pronouncements that they make must be thought through.
She also notes that sexuality education and life skill development in schools have not been prioritized.
That's an issue which Parliament has not pronounced itself on, and yet we know that teenage pregnancies in this country are at 25%.
According to Ritah, there is a small number of women involved in decision-making processes. She therefore recommends the need to assess the performance of the quota system on women's representation.
So we are saying instead of focusing only on a quota system, which is the affirmative action, let's have 50-50, where each district, which becomes the constituency, has 1 man and 1 woman representing.
Also, in order to empower women economically, Ritah says that there is a need to make periodic assessments of the projects in place. According to the Executive Director of Uganda Women's Network, Ritah, Aciro, those in the opposition should work on providing constructive alternative policies.
Most of the reactions to government proposals are reactional, but not a documented position. So for opposition to be strong, they should see themselves as alternative government in waiting.
She has also expressed dismay at politicians who always make empty promises.
We are watching. So it's one thing to make a promise, it's another thing for you to commit to implement.